I do not always do all of this, especially like the face mask. It probably is like once a month because I usually don't ever have time to do things, or sometimes I just be falling asleep. But anyways, also, I don't know, today it just felt like I could do this because I had like tomorrow I don't have to go to work, so I feel more like free to actually like, because if I do this type of things I always do them like super late. Like right now is 11:12. So I don't know, I don't even know why. Like I think like, oh my god, I'm gonna do like skincare and I'm gonna do like face mask and do all of this, and I always like, every time I think about it, I always want to do it at like midnight. I always think of it as like I'm gonna do it like super late. I felt motivated today. I felt like doing this. I'm at the end of the school year. I literally have like one more week left of my sophomore year. How do I feel? I don't really care, honestly. Like I feel like sophomore year was just like a whatever year. It wasn't like, not much happened. I wouldn't say a lot happened. It wasn't hard or anything. It was kind of just there. Since I've been thinking about, you know, like school and things like that, and how like, I know it, like it's still like, I know it still sounds like, oh, you got 2 more years like before you graduate high school, but you guys, time flies so fast for no reason. I don't even, it's so scary. So like, I'm scared. The future scares me so much. Every single, like, if I don't like thinking about the future actually. Like if you ask me like, oh, where do you see yourself 5 years from now, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. Well, actually, like, I do know, but it's like, it's going to happen. I don't know, and I'm super scared, and so I don't ever so there's things obviously that I want to do, but I do not like really like making plans because I don't want to like get disappointed in myself. And so because I can be like, oh, by this time I should achieve this, and then that time arrives and then it's like I realize that I didn't do it, and so then it makes me like super disappointed and super sad, and it's really bad. So because I used to do that, I used to always put like set goals for myself, and then I would, you guys, I swear I would try my hardest and I would just never end up working. So that's why I stopped doing that, and I kind of just like the way I live is just like, and I recommend you guys doing this too, because it has helped me a lot personally. Because I used to like overthink, and like it was bad. I mean, obviously like overthinking is never good. It's like, you know, I mean, all of you guys who have overthink, it's awful. It's awful. It like ruined all my nights. And so what I personally believe is that and I always think this, that everything happens for a reason. Whatever is meant to be, like, it's going to be. You're exactly where you need to be, and like just like let things like get your way. Like what's yours, it's yours, and that's it. You know, no matter what you do, you're gonna like, and like right now you're exactly where you need to be, and you're in wherever you want to be, like it's yours. I mean, you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there at some point. I mean, that's why my tattoo right here, it says meant to be, because I strongly like believe that, because there was so I started like having this mindset because there was a lot of things that happened to me that I had no control over, and one of the biggest things, like the biggest change in my life, was moving to the US, because I am not from here. If you don't know, I'm from Mexico, and so I moved here, and that was not my choice. It wasn't even, they didn't ask me, it was just like, oh, you are moving, and which, it was really hard. It was really hard. It was like, they told me, and then like 2 months later I moved. I didn't even have time to process anything. It was very complicated, and I hated it, and it was the most awful time in my life. And so there was just so many things that I had no control over, and then I would try to do something about it and be like, okay, I want to take control over this, but then it always ended up like wrong. It always would go, every time I tried to do something, it would always go wrong. So then I just like stopped, and I was like, okay. And also like I've just experienced a lot of things that made me realize that like it makes sense. Like now that I look back, it's like everything makes just so much sense. Well, there was this period of time that I was always going back and forth. I was in Mexico, and then I was here, and I was like, I would be there like 2 months, and then I would come here like for a month, and it was kind of just like going back and forth. And so to me, it was always like, and at that time they would ask me like, what do you want to be? And I had no idea what I wanted to be. It was like, I would cry because I did not know what to do. But then I kind of just trust, and I was like, okay. Like I would at the end of the day, I had to make a decision, but it was always like, if I'm meant to be in this place, I'm gonna be there. And then it kind of just like all made sense. And then when I was here, when I was in Mexico, it was like all those times it was like I was exactly where I needed to be. And that's like the mindset that I've been having for the past like 3 years, I want to say. And it has helped me a lot improve my mental health. Like I said before, I do not like plans. I just like to go with whatever, like whatever happens, and I just trust that like it's for a reason. And it's like tomorrow, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Nobody really knows what's gonna happen tomorrow, and so I don't know. And also like I'm a very spontaneous person. Like I really like that, actually. I like surprises. I like just like something happens and it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like very spontaneous things. And it's like, and I'm not just talking about like big life decisions. I'm talking about like even like small things, you know. I can be in my house, and then one of my parents can come in and be like, hey, you want to go eat? And I'm like, yes. And it's like I go, but it was like we didn't make a plan or nothing. It's just like in that moment she can be like, oh, I'm gonna pick you up in 20 minutes. I'm like, okay. And so I just get ready fast. I like try to get ready like as fast as I can, and then it's like she picks me up, we leave. You know what I mean? Like even those type of things, I really like that. And so I feel like at least for me, when things are like planned, or like I think about something too much, it's like it just, and also like it just doesn't work. And also I don't like getting like super high expectations and like think of something and have this like get my hopes like super high, because then at the end of the day it like maybe, I don't know, I have like super high hopes for something, and then that whatever that thing it is happens, and then if it's not what I was expecting, it's just like disappoints me. And so that's why like absolutely everything I do is kind of just like I just do it, and I don't really have like, or maybe I like, obviously I might think of something, but I'm not like strongly like, oh, it's gonna be like this, because if it's not, then it brings me down, and it makes me like once again disappointment. I mean, disappoint it disappoints me, yes. So obviously it's not like telling you guys be like, oh, just stop overthinking. Like obviously it's not that easy, right? You're not just gonna stop overthinking like overnight. But it is something you can work on, and I definitely like if you're ever like struggling this, because these are the things that I would tell myself. Unfortunately, I had to go through a lot of things alone, and so because one thing that the only person you can never get rid of is yourself. Like, people come and go all the time. You can cut everyone from your life, but you can never get rid of yourself, ever. And I mean, obviously it's like such an obvious thing, but that's why also you need to like learn how to love yourself and be independent. I'm actually like very, very independent, and sometimes I can be very selfish. Not in like I put myself first all the time, and that's what everyone should do. Obviously don't be like selfish in like a mean way, but you need to take care of yourself. And so since I had to go through these things by myself, I would be my only like, I had to tell myself these things. I had to be like, you got this, or like everything for a reason, it's gonna be okay. Like I had to be the one telling me those things, because there wasn't absolutely anyone that could tell me it's gonna be okay. Nobody. And so I kind of just had to like hype myself up and get me out of that really, really like awful place that I was. And so, you know, and that actually really helped. Really, really, really helped. And so yeah, I don't even know, like, and it started to hit me, like, I mean, I know, like, because I'm still, like, I'm 16, and this year I turned 17, and, like, I know I'm not, like, grown up, right, but it's just kind of, like, I feel like I'm starting to, like, you know, ever since I got a job, and then now that I make my own money, and then I see, like, because it's just different, like, when you're actually, like, now that I make my own money, and I just see, like, the prices of things, and just, like, I don't know, I just see, also, like, I see a lot of things different, and then it also kind of makes me sad, because sometimes I feel like I work a lot, and then some people is like, oh, you spend, like, your entire life working, and then it's like, and then I don't know if I started like a very young age, I don't know, like, if it's like, am I like not losing, like, not like, am I wasting time that I can like just live with my parents, and I don't have to like pay bills or anything like that? Am I wasting that time? Or like, I don't know, it's kind of like. And also another thing that I need a lot is a car. Like, I never knew how much I needed a car, but now it's like, because there's so many like things that I want to do, so many places that I want to go, and I just can't, right? And then if I have like I don't know, even to go to work, like I can't even go to work by myself, like someone has to drop me off at work. And then it's like, I don't know, now it's kind of like, I really like, I wish I could do it myself and not having to ask somebody to like take me to work, or like if I need to run some errands, like I can just simply like go. Like, I need somebody to take me. And so it's just like now seeing like all these things, and like growing up and doing like, because I've been thinking about like the car a lot, and it's just like such stupid things about like your driver's license, your insurance, and all of that. Because I was thinking, I was like, I'm gonna start saving for a car. And then my dad, like, I asked my dad, and you know, kind of talked about it, and then I completely didn't even, in my head, like when I thought of a car, I forgot about like insurance, you know. And then he mentioned it, I was like, oh wait, I also need money for the insurance, and then all the like I mean, it's not overwhelming, but it's like, it's starting to hit me. It's starting to hit me that like I need to do all these things, and that it's not even like a lot, because I know like when I'm older I'm gonna have to do way more things, and it's just like, it is very scary. It is super scary. I just believe that everything's gonna work out the way it's supposed to be, exactly how it's supposed to be. And when I'm an adult, I'm like doing well, you know, and I'm not like you know, always live life with no regrets. Like everything you do, everything that has happened to you has brought you where you are right now. And a lot of times things that happen right now do not make sense. You don't like, it doesn't make sense. You're like, what the fuck is this? But trust me that in the future everything's just gonna make sense. Like, just think about all those things that had happened to you that now has led you where you are right now. And everything, like, it just all makes sense like now, and it's just a constant thing. And so, like I said, I just hope like in the future I'm like, everything's gonna be fine, and I'm living the best life ever. Not the best life ever, because I mean, nothing, like, I know life is never gonna be perfect, you know, always ups and downs, but that's fine. I do not regret like getting a job. I am actually like, I like my job. I like going to work and things like that. But it's just like I said, it's like I'm growing up, and it's just like, it's crazy. It's honestly like super crazy, super scary. But you know, I just gonna be where I'm like with what's meant for me. You know, what's mine, it's mine, and I'm gonna get there at some point, and I'm gonna hopefully have a really good life as an adult. Because the thing that's like super scary for me is not being able to be who I want to be. But like I said, I mean, I just trust, and I try to do not stress about it. Don't overthink nothing, and just be like, you know, what's meant for me, it's gonna find me no matter where I go. That's for me. And yeah, I really love talking about this. I probably, another time, I would really like to go more deep into this, because it's just one of my favorite things ever, talking about like how like just everything just always falls into place and everything just makes sense. Don't ever try to connect the dots right now, or when like whatever's happening to you right now, don't try to like connect the dots for the future. Like, once you're in the future, you look back, everything makes sense. Absolutely everything makes sense, and everything's for the better. Trust, everything's for the better. And yeah, I would, if you guys would want to hear more, for me to talk to you guys like this, I would definitely love to do that. I love talking about this. It's just my favorite thing ever. But for now, this is gonna be everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying here, listening to me, and I love you all. Take care of yourself. Everything's gonna be fine. I promise. I believe in you. You got this. Whatever you're going through, you are gonna make it. You are gonna make it out of there. And I'm gonna see you hopefully next Monday. I always say next Monday, but is it gonna be next Monday? Who knows? Soon. I'm gonna see you at some point, some Monday. Just, I would recommend if you turn on the notification bell for just a random Monday that I happen to post a video. But yeah, bye.